In our previous video, we established that the step pattern in terms of chromatic clock steps for the minor scale is root 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. And the step pattern for the major scale is root 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So we can use those number patterns now to create any scale. Let's start on the note B. If that's our root, we'll go 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. And if I write those down in a list, we've got B's our root note, we go up 2 to the C sharp, we go up 2 to the D sharp, we go up 1 to the E, we go up 2 to the F sharp, we go up 2 to the G sharp, we go up 2 to the A sharp, and we go up 1 to the B. By the way, the notes that I'm singing may not actually be the note of B. What is the note of B? Let's have a listen. So that's the note of B. So this is actually B major. B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. The key thing is not that with my voice I start on the right note. The key thing is that I follow the right pattern of 2s and 1s to make the scale that we need. So you can actually just pick any note of your voice that's comfortable to sing and then use that as your root note, and as long as you go up the right step pattern, your voice will guide you to the right notes. Now let's make the scale starting on G, following the major step pattern. So this will be called the scale of G major. What is a note G? G's our root note, 2 to the A, 2 to the B, 1 to the C, 2 to the D, 2 to the E, 2 to the F sharp, and then 1 to the root. So then if we write that out, G, 2, 2, it's the G, A, B. Then we have the 1 to the C, then 2 to the D, then 2 to the E, then 2 to the F sharp, and then 1 to the G. Let's now make a minor scale. Let's start on the note F sharp. That's our root note. I'll get an F sharp from the keyboard. F sharp. Now my pattern is going to go root 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. So let's see how that looks on the clock. F sharp's the root, 2 to the G sharp, 1 to the A, 2 to the B, 2 to the C sharp, 1 to the D, 2 to the E, and then 2 to the F sharp. And I get home to the root note again. And now I'll write it up as a number pattern. Root note is F sharp, 2 to the G sharp, 1 to the A, 2 to the B, 2 to the C sharp, 1 to the D, 2 to the E, and 2 to the F sharp. And if I write down between my notes the step pattern that I've used, you'll see it conforms to this minor pattern. I've got my root note, then I go 2, then I go 1, then I go 2, then I go 2, 1, 2, 2. And I've made what's called F sharp minor because the root note is an F sharp and it follows the minor step pattern. And to finish this video, we'll make a B minor scale. So B is going to be our root note, which I'll just get from the keyboard. B, and our step pattern is going to be root 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Root note of B. 2 to the C sharp, 1 to the D, 2 to the E, 2 to the F sharp, 1 to the G, 2 to the A, and 2 back to the root. If I write that up, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B. And again, if I write up root note, I went up a 2, then a 1, then a 2, then a 2, then a 1, then a 2, and finally a 2. To make the scale of B minor.